Hello, and welcome back to Xpwaste, where after approximately 194 days and 16 hours played on the account, I still hate the Chambers of Xeric. Hi, I'm Oxie.
And I'm Michael. If you're new around here, welcome to Xpwaste. We're a RuneScape, old school RuneScape centered podcast. Talk about what's going on in the game. We'll find topics that are interesting. Talk about the news. Talk about our accounts. We'll get off on tangents. That's going to be guaranteed. So buckle up. If you're not new around here, welcome back. As always, good to see you. Oxie, how are you?
I'm doing, man. I'm doing. I got home from Texas and took a couple days off, which was nice. Drove back on Monday night, promptly went to sleep, hung out with some friends on Tuesday, made some tomato soup that I personally thought was a bit too acidic, but my roommate was dying over. She keeps like eating all the leftovers. She loves it that much. She's like, I've had nothing but grilled cheese and soup for like 3 days. So apparently my tomato soup's a hit, but it could have used a bit more sugar in it to like quell some of that acidity. Because to me, it tasted like eating the tomatoes right out of a can. That's neither here nor there. We got a snow day today, which is awesome. So I work for a county thing that's linked to the local public school. And when the local public school gets a snow day, I get a snow day. So I didn't have to go to work. I woke up at my normal time and got a text that said, oh, it's been delayed by 2 hours. I'm like, sick. I'm going back to bed. And then I woke up at the time I was supposed to wake up and then immediately got a text on like the same tick that we got a snow day. I was like, yes. Let me tell you guys, getting a snow day as an adult feels so much better than as a kid.
Well, especially when you're getting paid for it.
Exactly. Salary, baby. I didn't lose any money.
It sucks if you just like got told not to come in and then you wouldn't make money that day. Because if I was going to lose an entire day of pay, I'd be like, I'm coming in and I'm going to be there. That happened to me at Starbucks. It was, and this is not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell this story because it's fresh on my mind. 2013, there's this massive freeze in Texas. Like it rained for like a week straight, and then a cold front came through overnight.
Knowing Texas, it probably fell to like 50 degrees.
Bro,
like it's a cold front.
I'm not kidding you. It rained for a week, then overnight it dropped to below freezing temperatures, and everything just like mountains of ice. Everything froze. And so it kept raining, so then it snowed on top of that. It was like the most random day in December. And I worked at Starbucks, and they made us come in, and it took me and my roommate like an hour to get to work. Normally it's like a 40-minute drive, not too bad. The drive home, normally a 40-minute drive home, took 4 hours because that's how slow traffic was going.
Because y'all don't know how to drive in the snow. Not a dig against you. Like, not only do people in the southern part of the United States just have no inkling on how to deal with snow, you guys don't have the vehicles for it,
right?
And you don't have the infrastructure for it,
right?
Like, I know we were having this discussion while we were driving, but like Michigan has slanted roads. They kind of come up in like a tiny little hill. You see it all over the state. It's how we've designed our roads. And if it's not a hill, all of our freeways will generally keep the shape where like it's going this way or it's going this way, right? Like it'll always be slanted down. So the water, and more importantly, the snow runoff, will go into the ditch and not onto the road, right? Obviously, this isn't like, it doesn't always look like this little triangle, but at the end of the day, it's designed for snow. We pave and repave our roads very frequently because salt destroys the blacktop and the concrete. And we have newer and better technology for our roads every year that things constantly get upgraded. We also all drive vehicles that are mostly good into the snow. Like a lot. If I look out my window right now, I think a couple people have like smaller 4-door cars, but most people have like mid-size sedans. You know, what are they called? Like the half SUVs, whatever they are. Like a Chevy Equinox or a Ford Escape, shit like that.
A mid-size
like
car.
People, mid-size sedan. Is that the term?
I think so.
Who knows? But you know, a lot of people have that, and I can't imagine the horror followed by the inconvenience of a blizzard in some place like
Yeah.
Texas or Florida or
bad.
like, you know, Arizona or something like that. It didn't snow that much. Everyone could have gotten to work and everyone could have gotten to school. But the first snow generally leads to people forgetting how to drive in the snow here in Michigan. But then once we get to like January, everyone's like going 90 down a snowy road. No one gives a shit.
Right.
That's also not true. That's not safe. Don't do that.
Don't do that. You kind of lucked out. It being the first like true wintry day.
Yeah, it was real nice, but no, I can't imagine that. But nope, got a snow day today. Didn't have to go to work. Woke up and did 2 chambers. That was a mistake. God, I just despise chambers so much. It's just not.
Why did you do that to yourself?
It's not fun. I'm sorry. It is not enjoyable. Even when I don't die, it's just I don't know. I don't like it. I know other people like it. I can't stand it. If you like it, I'm glad you like it. I hate it. I really do.
I think now that TOA has been out for a while, and I've gotten to do, I'm not ranked. I've been on like maybe 20, but now that I've gotten to do a number of TOA, I feel like Chambers mechanics are just boring.
It's very old, and you can tell.
Yeah.
It doesn't reward good gameplay because the RNG elements of Chambers mechanics just destroy you.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Like even the easy rooms are kind of boring. Like Mutadial should be a no-brainer, but it's like you can just get chomped for a 60 for no reason. Well, obviously you're within chomping range, but again, it's like it's hard to avoid that.
Yeah, but I don't know. And then after I did Chambers, I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do some Inferno. First one, I got to 61, I think, with all my own stuff. Next one, I borrowed max gear from Jesse and made it to triples and died on the last Jad. I tagged all the healers, and then when I went to run through Jad, I clicked a tile too short, so I ran out like next to Jad instead of like through him.
Yeah.
And that just made it so like, I don't know. I couldn't, what's the word I'm looking for here? When I ran under to that spot, Jad walked with me. So you know how the NPCs, like the big ones, will dance over you?
Yeah.
If you step, like KBD, if you step underneath KBD, or like Bandos, they'll like dance around a little bit. That's what Jad did. That sucks when Jad does that, let me tell you. Because then when I ran out from underneath him, he meleeed me for a 65. I was a little shook, obviously, taking that kind of a hit. And it was like July 2020 all over again.
Oh, no.
I took that hit and just like forgot how to do Jad. And I was like frantically clicking F1 and F2 between my inventory and my prayer book, and I missed a mage flick and died at triple Jads. And I had like, I think 4.5 brews and then like 6 restores, Bastion and a half and a full stam.
That could have been the run.
That was the run.
That was the run.
Obviously it wasn't, so I just have to have this like whatever it like next shot. It's the next shot. It doesn't matter. The last shot doesn't matter. The next shot matters. Like that's where I have to be at. Hello, B. She's enunciating that she went to the bathroom. I apologize. So that's disappointing.
Yeah.
And I was having this conversation earlier with Michael. I'm at a point in RuneScape that I just don't like. I love the show. I love the game. I love the community. I don't like playing because Modern Warfare 2 came out during bingo. Admittedly, coming out during bingo is a rookie mistake because like I'm just gonna play bingo, right? Haven't even installed it. Haven't played it. Bought like the deluxe edition so I could like really play the shit out of it. Haven't even played it. Pokemon comes out tomorrow, the 18th. The pre-order bonuses were bad, so I didn't pre-order it, but they always have copies, right? So I'm going to pick up a copy tomorrow after work. I don't even know when I'm going to play it because every day I'm not in the Inferno, I feel like I'm losing progress. And I understand a lot of it is mental, but you see it. You see the rust that builds up after like 3 or 4 days of not being in, right? You see it, and it's like a strike while the iron's hot kind of thing. You just gotta get in there and do it a lot. And that is just the unfortunate part of where I'm at, is like really wanting to go and do it and send it, but like working from, I get up at 6:40, I get home from work at maybe 4:15. Be an adult for a little while, and Inferno takes 2 hours, and like there goes your whole evening.
Right.
That's it. It's just done after that. So it's a hard spot between like I could just not do it and enjoy my nights a lot more. Play Modern Warfare with the boys, play Pokemon, just like relax. Maybe like I haven't caught up on Andor. I haven't caught up on She-Hulk. Like there's other things I want to do, other pieces of media I want to consume, but I am being consumed by the Inferno at this point.
Yeah.
And it feels like shit.
Yeah.
I will say, because I always make my kids do this at work. I always make them pick a rose to their thorn, as it were. Always pick a positive. I went through my death screenshots. I'm still working on it right now, but I'm compiling all of my Inferno deaths. I think I'm up to like 92, 93, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And while you think it's a very like masochistic, like, oh, look at all these times you failed, it's had the opposite effect. Because throughout these screenshots, you see the waves getting higher and higher and higher. You see the reasons why you die become more clear as it goes. Like the reasons why you die aren't just like you're a fucking moron and don't know how to manage prayers. You missed a tick. You missed a flick somewhere.
Yeah.
You stepped on the wrong tile. Like small mistakes. The mistakes are getting smaller and smaller as the screenshot number goes up. I've got all my Zuck stuff in there. All my triple appearances in there. Like it's ironically really motivating to see all the failed attempts, because it's a visualization of the progress. And it's also a little bit of validation in that, like, if you put all of these attempts into like a month, it would probably feel a little bit better, because I think I told Michael, like, I stepped in the Inferno on like January 18th or something before leagues, and then didn't go back until April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So like the breaks I took, it makes, I don't know, it validates a little bit more of like, this hasn't taken you 14 months. You just haven't done it for several weeks at a time. So that's another reason why I'm like, God damn, I just got to keep doing it. But not a single bit of it is enjoyable. I will say I might have to perch my pride and my stubbornness and just start taking gear loans, because I don't think I've ever appreciated the twisted bow as a weapon before today.
Yeah.
I borrowed max gear from Jesse, and I mean like max gear. Ancestral Top, Eldritch Staff, Twisted Bow, Van Braces, Missouri. I was a killing machine in the Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
I was 4-tapping majors. It is unheard of with a blowpipe. Or
Yeah.
a Bofa. I was on like, I really was a power trip for a while in there. One thing I've had to work on mentally in the Inferno is the master combat task, Nibblers Be Gone. It's the only master task for the Inferno, and you have to complete the Inferno without losing a pillar. I have been like subconsciously trying to get that task done, which unsurprisingly has led to a lot of deaths, or has set up a lot of deaths in the future. Because like when you chase Nibblers and use a brew and a half doing it, even if you complete the wave, you're now just fucked if you get to Zuck or triples.
Yeah.
That run, without trying, we were going to get Nibblers Be Gone on the one I planked on today.
Without trying.
With max gear. Without trying. We even let Nibblers just sit, and we would have gotten the combat task if we got the cape today. So, I don't know. I'm in a very weird place of like, I want to do literally anything but play RuneScape. But there is something telling me the only thing I can do right now is play RuneScape. Is that healthy? No. As a mental health professional, that pushes the boundaries of like, this is what an addiction is, motherfucker. And as easy as it is to say I can stop whenever I want, goddamn, I'm so ready for this to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say it's coming. At this point, I don't know. We're just going to keep at it, I guess.
We are very like setting this up as far as this episode is going to be posted probably a week from now, potentially. You may be hearing this on Thanksgiving Day, or you may hear it It may be Tuesday, Wednesday. We don't know yet. Whatever day you're hearing this, we're like a week behind recording this part. So you could have your cape by the time this episode comes out. We don't know, because like you've got the entire weekend. Right, you don't have it now. The whole like, I don't want to be playing RuneScape because I hate it. There's a TikTok Oxie sent me where this girl's like, "What do you like to do? Like, what's your favorite thing to do?" And the girl's like, "Oh, I love to play video games." It's like, "Oh, okay,
video
cool.
games to relax and unwind after a long day."
And the one girl like knocks on the door. It's like, "Hey, how are you?" And then it cuts to the other girl. She's in tears and she's like, "What?"
Sweating, crying, gritting her teeth. Like, I'm having fun.
I'm having fun and relaxing.
Yep, that's exactly how it feels. Because a lot of pieces of it are relaxing. I love hanging out with you guys in VC. Everyone always asks, like, how the do you do Inferno in a public voice chat? I don't know. I'm used to it. I like hanging out with people. I don't ever have to pay attention until wave 50.
Right.
So, like, you know, a couple double blob waves, I have to not be a shitter. Like, I like to talk to people while I'm in the Inferno. So the element of, like, being able to communicate and, like, have a real friend group is amazing. And I love that so much. But holy fuck, I wish we were doing something else that wasn't the Inferno or just RuneScape, period.
Yeah. I hope this doesn't burn you out for a while, because like it's sounding like it's going to.
I wouldn't doubt it does. And if it does, that's fine.
That's true.
I'm not fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm in too deep now, motherfuckers. You guys aren't getting rid of me because I got an Infernal Cape. Am I going to be doing absolutely nothing in game? Probably. If I log in, it'll be to like AFK skills. I have like a mini goal to get 99 fishing by the end of the year. Just like that's going to be my AFK thing. And I don't even know if I'm going to get it. And frankly, if I don't give a shit.
We were talking earlier. I don't know if this is going to make it into this episode if we were talking about it, but it might have been in the extra episode. It's all a blur. It was a blur at this point. But we were talking about you getting a tablet and tap to drop on mobile.
Yeah.
Like mobile.
So nice, dude.
Mobile has the fishing hotspots. So like you can see where the fish are.
I've done it on my, it's so nice.
Super nice, dude.
Yeah, I'm considering getting an iPad to do it like Michael. I think we talked about it in the extra episode. Going to Michael's house and seeing how he plays mobile, game changer.
Yeah.
Like I play mobile while I watch TV, like whatever, nerd. Nah, this man has a tablet with like a little cushion that folds up, that has a little lip on it to hold the tablet. And he keeps it on the arm of his couch because his couch has like one of them square arms that's pretty big. Keeps it on the arm of his couch. So he, his wife, and his kid can sit and like watch TV or YouTube or whatever. Or he can sit at his kitchen table, sit on the floor with his son playing games, whatever. And just, it's like he's not even playing.
Yeah.
Like he's explained it on the show for weeks at this point. And until I saw his setup in person, I'm legitimately considering buying an iPad now.
Yeah, dude.
Because damn.
It's game changing.
That's good. That's content.
Because you think about mobile, you think like you're having to hold your tiny phone and like, you know, it's like you're tapping and like you're holding it like this. Nah. It's relaxed. And run. Don't walk. Run to Target. This is so random. That little Oxy's out here. That little laptop, that little tablet holder. I was just walking through Target with the wife. We were looking for Christmas ornaments. And I spot it from 2 aisles over, and I'm like, I'm getting that. It was like $25. It was like an as seen on TV
average
thing.
Target run.
It was like as seen on TV. I was like, I've never seen this in my entire life, and it's game changing. So if you really want one, I might have to go back to my Target and see if they have them. If you don't have them at your Target, and I'll buy you one.
I have to get the tablet first.
The tablet's the easy part.
I feel like I would probably just buy like a resale tablet. I don't need to buy a brand new.
They just
iPad.
released the iPad 11th gen. It's just like the one I have, and it's like $300. So, run, don't walk, and you can finance it through Apple. You pay like $50 a month. I'm still paying off my iPad.
It literally would just be for RuneScape, but the blights of my week and the rather downtrodden sounding Oxy having failed 2 Inferno attempts in a day aside, Michael, how has your first week as a post-max player been?
I have the best wife in the world, by the way. She heard me talking about it, and she brought me
What a woman. What a woman.
What a woman, Oxie says. She brought it to me. So, yes, this is it. This is the contraption. And usually I take my iPad out of the case, but I can just slap it there. And it's... Check out the back. Oh,
it's...
Hold on.
Y'all genuinely, it's fantastic. I got to get me one of those because, like, it's a good setup. I didn't think it was as legit as it was.
What's the cock doing?
It's...
Dude, it's
good shit.
And it's like... If you want it to be, I don't know, just like the angles this thing can go at, and it's the iPad stays. Like even if I didn't have the case on it, like this is almost a 90-degree angle, and it would stay if it wasn't like top heavy. But anyway, you're asking about my week.
Your first week as a post-max player, what's it been like?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good just to like log in and have fun again and do the things that I want to do. I started at 13.4 million XP in cooking. I'm up to 16.5 million. So just since the meetup, which was Saturday, so we're now on Thursday. Since the meetup, I've gotten 3 million cooking XP. And I didn't even, no, actually, since Monday, because I didn't play at all while you were here. I didn't cook at all. So yeah,
I think we did.
Monday, Tuesday,
I think we
Wednesday.
did one TOA. That was the extent of the RuneScape that you and I played together.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I edited the extra episode and I edited the regular episode. So there was a lot of editing this week.
A lot of downtime.
So it was a lot
of downtime.
A lot of time just to cook, and I'm getting like 270k an hour with just sharks. So it is fast and it is easy. I timed it, and it's like from the time I cook the first one to when I have to get back in the bank, it's over a minute that I don't have to like interact with the screen. It's so juicy, dude.
Oh,
so almost 17 million cooking XP, and I did a little cheeky thing where I think it was like 100k till 20 million crafting XP. And I got 20 million crafting XP on the dot. So it says 20 million, not 20 million in 3. Like it's 20 million on the dot, and it's so satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was getting close. I made black dehyde bodies, and I blew so much money doing that. Because I was like, I have like 30,000 molten glass in my bank, and I'm just gonna do molten glass. But then I didn't have a glass blowing pipe for some reason. I guess I just dropped it or sold it. I'm like, I'm 99 crafting. I'm never gonna need this again. I don't know.
You've got to make yourself a little spreadsheet.
Of what?
You've got to make yourself a spreadsheet of like all the skills you have with the XP goals. Right? And then you can slowly check them off. You can slowly check them off, and you'll see as time progresses, get that little dopamine rush every time you get 20 mil.
And I have banked XP, which I could put in there as well, because I have some banked herb lore. I think I have like a couple hundred planks for crafting. Like I have some viables that I could knock out, but I think I'll do that. I've been slow buying a bunch of fish, so I put in an offer for 100k sharks, and I've got 60k out of the 100k so far. I've cooked 12,000, I think it is. Yeah, because I have nearly 16,000 sharks in my bank cooked, and I had about 2 or 3k before. So I've cooked a fair few, but yeah, like cooking and crafting were the 2 skills that I've trained this week, as well as like 15 Vedion kills. So if you're asking about my wildy KC, people, it's happening, okay? I'm doing it, just slowly. I'm doing it. It's whenever
Please buy a chain mace. Please buy a chain mace.
No. I was using a bludgeon, and it was going swimmingly. I have a chain mace. I have a Vigorous chain mace, but I just don't want to like die and lose 1,000 ether. We had this conversation, and I told you
I know we had
to
this
stop
conversation
bugging me
earlier.
about it because
200K, Michael. I just want you to act like the rich player
Nope.
that you are.
no, I've got plans for all of my GP, and it doesn't involve dying and losing it. So
Don't die. Easy.
It's impossible just to say don't die. It's like,
Especially at Vedion.
right.
You will just get fucked at Vedion. It is bad.
They could log in and teleblock you before you can react and get, because I have the safe spot marked. So like where you're killing him, it's like 4 tiles south, and then you can teleport right there. So you're close to level 30, but you can get teleblocked before you get to that tile, and it's
If a team, because it's multi, a team could just log in and kill you.
I'm almost done.
Like before you even get to those 4 tiles, it's gross.
I'm almost done with Vedion. I'm at 35 KC, so 15 more and we're out of there. I feel like Vedion is the worst out of all 3 that you're making me do, and I just wanted to get it done. Like if I can get Vedion done,
getting Vedion done.
yeah,
first.
if I can get it done, I feel like Venenatis and Callisto are just going to be easy. Because I
And
actually
then Corrupted Gauntlet as well.
yes, the Gauntlet, which will be fun to learn. I feel like I'm going to have fun
Yeah.
doing that. It'll be hard, but I've wanted to get a CG completion.
Mhm.
I actually want to kill Callisto because not that I'm going to be Spoon the pet, but I feel like if I get the pet, I'm gonna, it's a good day. I'll call it a good day.
I was just about to say I have a sneaking suspicion you're gonna get the Callisto pet in 50 KC, and people are gonna be pissed.
What? Because I'm getting rewarded for a punishment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I love that pet.
Undeserved.
It's like in my top 5. It's just, I don't know if it's nostalgic. It's part nostalgic and it's part because it's adorable.
How is Callisto nostalgic?
So when I started playing back in 2016, I didn't have friends in this game. Like I had one friend that played IRL and we talked all the time. But I had one other friend that I just met at the GE and we started hanging out. We would message back and forth all the time. And it was literally just an in-game friendship. Like we didn't have each other on anything. Like I wasn't on Discord then, nothing. So we just messaged back.
TeamSpeak then.
Nothing, dude. So we would go and like his favorite thing to do in the game was kill Callisto. So he would take me and we would duo Callisto. And he got the pet and he changed his name to like something to do with Cub. I think he might still be on my friends list. No, he's not. I deleted him. Damn it. But yeah, it's nostalgic in the sense that like it was probably my first, any Callisto KC I have on this account is because of that guy, because he would take me and we would duo, and we duoed in full Verox. It was the scariest thing in my life. We did it. So I like the Callisto Cub. It's freaking adorable.
I have never heard that story before. Your dual Verax experience at Callisto.
Sometimes
never heard it before.
Sometimes the thoughts, they just like memories just pop up. There's no reason for me to ever like, oh, I missed that guy that I duoed Callisto with, But I forget I wish I could remember his name.
Big sad. Well, speaking of bosses and wilderness bosses,
Yes.
and PVM encounters in general.
Oh yeah, that's why we're here.
I think that is why we're here. I believe before we really get into it, because do you want to do a break? Do you want to do a break in this episode or no?
I don't think we need to.
All right, cool. Go check out the merch store. We released Christmas sweaters. It's awesome. It's fantastic. They're amazing. Well, I'll put some photos on screen right now of us from our photo shoot where we look sexy as fuck in these Christmas sweaters. I'm standing on a box the entire time, just so I'm even height with Michael. It's like an 8-inch box. It's great. But we look awesome, and you guys should get the sweaters so you could look awesome too.
Where can they get the sweaters at?
That is, I want to say it's xpwaste.shop is the name of the website. Because for the life of me, I forgot that URL for the longest time because we just called it our merch store. But the link will be in the description. xpwaste.shop. You can get other XP Waste things too, but like none of them are nearly as festive for Christmas. And oh my god, I have mine right here. That wasn't even planned.
There it is.
God.
It's beautiful.
Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that sweater.
So gorgeous. I designed that, by the way.
He did. It looks awesome.
Anybody
But go check that
graphic
out.
designers want to hire me, I'm open to it.
Graphic design is my passion.
I'm open to it.
In other self-promoting news, in addition to following us on any social media that's not Facebook that you want to, I don't need to explain what they are. You're adults in 2022. You know social media
The description exists.
Exactly. I love you, but I'm very tired. I apologize. Patrons, you guys are awesome. All of you in the Wise Old Man and KVD tier, this is your version of the shout out this week because Mike and I are very tired. This is not good of us to skimp over the shout outs and the achievements and all the things that we normally do that bring the community together. But this week we're releasing a Patreon episode because what is the terminology you used earlier, Michael?
To tell people that we don't hate capitalism or something.
That we found out that you hated capitalism or whatever.
So because we're releasing part 2 of the ranking the bosses because you guys hate capitalism. How about
that should be the title of the episode. Part 2 of the bosses because you hate capitalism. And like, frankly, good on you, comrades. We'd love to see it. If you want more exclusive content from Michael and I, don't go to OnlyFans, go to Patreon and find us. Patreon.com/Xpwaste. You get extra episodes every month. Whether or not they come out in the month they're supposed to, it just depends on the episode, frankly. But they're always going to be there for Party Pete tier and above. I don't like promoting, and I don't know how I fell into this time, so I apologize. I want to give another shout out to the people who support us on Patreon because you guys are super cool. We sent the first draft of the shirt design. We got your guys' feedback.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can.
They want more fruit.
You know, they do want more fruit. I think could it be possible to incorporate the fruit?
Gonna try and do it
into the flowers.
Gonna try and do it. I think it's
like
a possibility. Yeah, like I think it's possible. I just have to Google it. So I think what we should do, Oxie, is before the next, and you guys might see this, it might not, before the episode rolls, I just want to write everybody's name out in like the interim space. Shout out to you. Not getting verbal shout out, you're getting a text shout out.
If you want to write that, oh my God, we can just pull that list from Patreon.
I'll do it.
What a day. He'll do it. Fantastic, folks. This recording track somehow has managed to make it to 38 minutes, and that is significantly longer than Michael and I had anticipated. So
told you about the tangents. Here we are.
Yeah, this is the whole episode. It's just one big tangent before the actual episode. Yep. So we're gonna hit you guys with part 2 right now. Hope you guys like it. We'll put the link to the bossing thing, the what's it called? The tier list, whatever. Yeah. We'll put the link to that.
Disclaimer.
We'd love to see your guys' tier lists. We'd love to.
We love it. Disclaimer. This is a Patreon episode. We don't edit them. So if you're used to the family friendly, it's not going to happen. So if you're watching with children
or the half decent technical quality of like, no like mouth noises or breathing or throat clears or like burping or anything like that. That's not in this episode, unfortunately.
So profanity, burps, it's all there in all of its glory. So get ready for that, just so you're not caught unawares.
Yeah.
But let's send them off. You guys enjoy it because it was a fun one. This is the conclusion to the ranking all of the bosses. Happy Thanksgiving. If you celebrate that.
Happy Thanksgiving.
In the US.
Buon ringraziamento. Happy Thanksgiving.
We'll see you guys in December. Bye. Patreon.
I didn't realize it's Patreon and we don't do that. I cracked my thumb and it hurt, so I said motherfucker in the Halo voice. It's making it in now, I guess. Fucking, I don't know. Roll the music.
Hello and welcome to the February special, part 2 from last month.
Let's just say, astonishingly the same as last time or last month's episode, but different. Hey,
it's arguably the same but different.
But twice
I am your host,
good.
Michael, with my intern host, Oxie.
Intern host. Yeah, I forgot we were doing that. Fucking stupid.
Actually, you're wearing something different, so maybe you're trying to like dress for the position you want.
CEO host, bitch. No, I'm wearing the same cutoff I wore the one time. We were like, Oxie, we have to look professional, and I'm like, all right, fuck you. So I put a suit coat on. So I put a suit coat on because I have to go to fencing practice in like an hour and a half. So
we got to get going.
I know.
So no dilly-daddling, whatever you call it.
Please, I don't think diddly is the right word. I have lost your stream somehow.
What? How?
You've been disconnected. Sit tight. We're patching you back in. Well, that's okay.
Let me try this.
All right, cool.
This will go straight from the source. How about that?
Straight from the source. That's beautiful.
Okay, good.
God, look at that. That looks so good. You might have to resync that for editing purposes.
No, I'm still recording. We're good.
All right, cool.
Do you want to do it just for editing purposes?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
As long as the recording didn't cut out, we're all good to go.
It's still good.
It's totally fine.
All right, folks. We're back this month with part 2 of your favorite segment, Ranked Bosses by Tier. I don't know. We didn't have a
boss.
Rank that boss. Trying to get all official with it. Last month, we did, was it Slayer bosses? We did Wildy bosses. I'm trying to look at the thing here. We did
old bosses.
Without
including every old boss in the game, because we didn't include God Wars Dungeon Barrows or Jad, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
They have different groupings.
Today we will, yes. All right, Oxie, what do you want to get started with this afternoon?
Let's come out swinging and let's talk the Tazar wave-based bosses.
Big old Jaddy boy and Tiztaki boy.
Tiztalk suck, you know.
Zucky daddy and Jaddy daddy.
TNL,
all right, where are you? I mean, Jad can go in B tier, C tier. I mean, A tier. It's got a nice cape for most people.
I love that you said B tier, C tier, A tier, whatever.
Anything but D, F, or S is what I'm saying.
That's fine. I mean, so when we're talking about these bosses, do we want to talk about the whole encounter or just the boss fight?
The whole encounter, rewards, encounter, mechanics.
Okay. We'll put everything into it. I mean, I'm content to put Jad at B tier. It's well enough designed for when it was, and the pressure makes it always impressive to see a first fire cape. Because again, if we're judging just the boss, Jad's not that hard, right? You know, but it's everything that goes into it. So I'm content to put Jad in B tier.
Okay, and then I have 0 experience with Zux. This is gonna be all you, buddy boy.
I'm actually. It's kind of like Stockholm syndrome, you know, the thing you hate, you end up loving.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in the A tier if we're talking about the entire encounter, because the Inferno is very well designed and it is the most challenging piece of content in the game. And if you like a challenge that isn't, you know, it's like a challenge in the moment, not a challenge of like, I don't know how to word this. I was going to compare it to Iron Man mode, but like, you really can't, because it's a stamina challenge.
Yeah.
It's resource management. It's knowing pathing. It's knowing prayer flicking, which is very difficult. It is knowing how to prioritize enemies. It's knowing a lot of things, and it's not panicking on top of all that. So
Mhm.
a lot goes into the Inferno. I have not made it to Zuck myself, but from watching the Zuck fight, much like Jad, it doesn't actually look that hard. You
Yeah.
just run back and forth and kill Zuck. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Obviously, you have to stay behind the shield and kill the sets and things like that. But
Mhm.
I'm going to put Inferno at A tier just because of how well the actual whole thing from Wave 1 to 69 is designed.
And it gives you a best in slot cape.
It does. It does. And yeah, just huge flex.
Are any of the stuff that we have in the lower tiers, like, do they provide best in slots? I'm trying to look through and I can't really remember.
I mean,
Yes and no, but like
yes.
Vorkath gives you your best in slot range.
Are you talking about the
Just-
highest tiers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
well, we've got
SA.
Infernal Cape, Ava's Assembler, Dragon Hunter Lance, and Bofa. So,
Okay. Because the other one would be probably Inquisitor from Nightmare. But that's, I mean, Ellie from Corp. Those aren't-
Inquisitor has such a limited use case
Yeah,
nowadays
yeah.
that it's really hard to like put
These are-
Inquisitor as like a best in slot reward because honest to God, CM Tecton and more Nightmare, I really can't think of what you do with Inquisitor. There are rumors that Crush is going to be best in slot at TOA, so people are kind of buying it up. But you know,
Ooh.
yeah,
Rumors
otherwise.
be good for the economy.
Rumors do be good. Rumors be fucking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, other than those three, Jad would give you a best in slot, but it's not the best in slot.
Mm-hmm.
So Kraken. No, yeah, I'm comfortable with all these. So any other like groupings that make sense besides God Wars? I mean, we have free to play bosses. You want to go like mid game stuff? 'Cause I'm seeing
Sure.
Sarachnis, Barrows,
Sarachnis, Barrows,
Okay.
DKs, Hespori?
Hispori,
Or do we want to do all
Um,
the instance bosses in one go?
Bryophyta, Obor.
Like, do we want to do free to play, or do we want to put Bryophyta, Obor,
Let's
Skatizo, and
do-
Hespori in their own category because they're instanced?
Let's do that.
All right, so we got 3 more here on the table. Good old Sriracha. Oh, wait, no. Oh, we're doing instances first. Okay.
Instances first, yeah.
Okay, so Obor, Bryophyta, Skatizo, and Hegori.
Hey,
Technically, Mimic too is also instance, so we'll put Mimic up there.
Yeah, I mean, Mimic didn't really have a clear like category
Mhm.
technically, so it's probably good to put it in there. Okay, so initial thoughts. The only ones that I have like true any sort of the word is escaping me. Experience. Why did that word escape me? Experiences with like Hespori and Skatizo.
Really?
I could probably jump into a fight with Obor and Bryophyta and be just fine, but like I think I have maybe 1 KC in each. And it was do I? I'm not logged in right now to even check. But I'm wondering if I even do.
I would
'Cause I
think you
don't-
do.
I would actually be surprised if I do, because I don't remember ever actually saying, "Oh, I have a key, let me go and use it," unless it was for a bingo. But that being said, I think I have a pretty good understanding of what those mechanics are. And Hespori I would put in B tier right off the bat. It's like
I'm okay
it's a
with that.
decent boss, and it gives great farming XP. It gives the bottomless bucket, which you can get from the Grand Exchange, but if you're an Iron Man, it's the only way to get it. And that to me, top level quality of life upgrades from not having to have like compost in your tool leprechaun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice. Like the moment I got a bottomless bucket, it's like I haven't looked back. I've not looked back.
I bought
And
my
I've-
bottomless bucket when they were like dummy thick expensive. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my god, I kind of wish I would have waited, but like I also don't think I would have been motivated to do farming if I waited. So, you know, win-win, I suppose. But
Drop that bitch in B tier. Easy boss, easy to get to, easy requirements. I mean, a granola bar right now.
Granola.
Granola. Actually, you've been really into this like Halo announcer voice for
Oh,
everything.
I was gonna say, you make it seem, Michael, you make it seem like this like quasi ADHD level of repeating the same thing I have is new. That's the cutest part is you make it seem like, well, Oxy, you just started doing this, implying I haven't been doing this since I was like a child.
But this is just your new thing.
No,
what I'm saying.
No, it's not. You're just paying more attention to it. I promise. It's not new.
Are you sure it's not new because you've started playing Halo within the last 6 months? I'm not saying the repeating thing. I'm saying specifically making everything a Halo announcement.
It's entirely possible it is, but in this on the same breath, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's literally just been something that I have been doing.
Yeah.
Kind of awkwardly, obsessively for a long freaking time. Because I'm a fucking weirdo.
You're not weird.
No, it's a little
normal.
weird. It's okay. I'm also dying somehow. I'm coughing my whole ass off today. I'm so tired.
Oh,
I'm so tired. Dude, I played basketball yesterday with my fencers.
What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You've been swimming and now you're playing basketball?
I know, I'm getting back into shape. It's fucking bullshit. Everything from the neck down is sore. And I have practice tonight.
Yeah, why are you not in like a cryogenic ice freeze bath thing to go ahead?
Because I have an internship that makes me wake up in the fucking dick ass early dawn. I hate mornings. Debatably more than like anything else that happens to me in my life. I despise waking up when I have to. I was talking about this with the boys in VC the other day that like it's not even that I'm tired. I'm just like cranky and it just persists for the entire day that like Oxy is now in a bad mood. Like that's just how it be, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of hate that. I don't like being in a bad mood all day long. That's like, I don't know, frustrating, stupid, annoying. Like I would like to not be in a bad mood, please.
Can I give you some advice? Just don't be in a bad mood.
Oh, well, I mean, dude, I don't know why I've been paying for these professional developments, but I could have just been talking to you this whole time.
I literally just fixed you. You're good to go.
Damn, dude. Can you be my therapist?
Yeah, I got you. I'll just charge you half of whatever they're charging you. So we're good.
Oh shit, dude. That's like $12 for therapy. I'll take the fuck out of that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got some cheap ass therapy. Price wise cheap ass therapy. I got some pretty therapists are pretty good, but let me tell you, it's not as expensive as I was anticipating it being.
I think my deductible's like $40, which is not bad, but I can't go on a weekly basis. My therapist was like, "So when can we see you back?" I'm like, next month." He's like, "So try to have people back more often than that." I was like, "Yeah, but those people probably have money."
If a therapist tells you, "Hey, yo, you should come back more than once a month," you should probably come back more than once a month.
Yeah, but like the bank account said no.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's hard to really fuck with that, I guess.
Here's the thing about the mornings, and this is what I wanted to get to earlier. You just have to take the chore part out of it. Like, don't go to sleep mentally thinking about and dreading the fact that you have to get up and do stuff. Just go to sleep, wake up, set an alarm, start your day off without too much thought of all the stuff that you have to do in that day.
Fucking monster, bro.
That was brought to you by Kona Brewing Company.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I think coffee helps in the morning. I don't know if you drink coffee.
I love coffee. I love coffee so much. It tastes so nice. It feels so nice.
I drink a lot of coffee.
I do too.
One thing that I end up doing that I really think helps me wake up is as soon as your alarm goes off, just get up. Don't like try and wake up in bed, get on your phone. Just get up, grab your phone, go to the kitchen, drink a glass of water. Like, don't lay there and wake up in bed, because that to me is a lot harder than just alarm goes off, turn it off, and wake up. Just get up, put your clothes on.
Yeah, I am. I have been told that, and I try to do that, but I physically do not have the energy to get out of bed when I do that. I am so tired and like angry in the AM.
I don't
Which
know
is
how
why
to
I,
help you
I
then.
thrive in the evening. I know I'm not looking for help. I'm just bitching about the fact that I'm tired, and if I'm not totally, on point with this extra episode, I apologize. Almost fell asleep before we recorded. Thank
Dang,
God
dude.
we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So we have
content.
some
I'm content to keep what's its fucking beats here.
Yeah, that's be a good wrap up on that one. All right, free to play. Do you have any opinions? Because I would, if I'm just ranking these, the headless buff man that he is right here, and the headless buff lady, I would throw him in D or C. They could be in the game or not, and it wouldn't make a big deal to me.
I like Bryophyta better than I like Obor because there's a little. The mechanics are so minor in each that like it's hard to call them that anyways. But I'll put Obor in D tier and Bryophyta in C tier. How's that sound?
That's how I was gonna think.
Because Bryophyta at least has an expensive drop.
Right.
Oh,
what is the club worth? Like
hold
200, 100K?
Hold on.
Okay. I'm gonna eat my.
Hello.
Hey,
Are you home?
Yeah, I'm recording something for Xpwaste. What's up?
Okay. Well, then you can call me.
I don't know who's editing
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
Everything okay?
No, yeah, it's fine. I was just calling.
Yeah, sorry. We're recording and then I'm going to fencing, so I'll probably call you on my way over to practice.
Okay.
All right. I will talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
It's my sister calling me. She's probably just bored. But
You should have asked her where she would put Bryophyta on the list.
I mean, I don't think she would even know what that means. But yeah, I think you're asking about like the price of the Hill Giant Club.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm chewing.
What in the fucking world?
This is
This is the most informal extra episode I think we've ever done. And I'm wearing a suit coat, which is great.
okay. How much is Obor's club? It's like what, like 200K?
Between probably 250 and 500K, yeah, something like that. It's
and
not.
What does it even do? Is it just a good crush weapon, or
It's just the best in slot free to play crush weapon,
Wow.
which is not saying much.
Can you imagine a nightmare kill with free to play gear and you bring in the Obor club?
Probably not. Never been done before, you know?
Yeah. I wonder if it would be hard. Okay, Scotizo. That is a fun boss, which has it's got good balancing because you have to have the totem pieces to even kill it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not farmable. Like, I mean, all of the ones that we just talked about literally are not farmable where you can just rinse and repeat. You need some sort of item to then kill the boss with. So,
yeah, I mean, they are farmable in the sense that, like, you can camp hill giants or moss giants or catacomb slayer for a bajillion years. The only one on this, I mean,
Hespori is literally farmable.
I was just about to say, Michael, please don't say Hespori is not farmable because it's literally a farmable boss. Ah! God, this is what the people pay for. Exhausted, fucking hysterical content, honestly.
Yeah.
It's yeah, you guys are awesome patrons. You guys fucking rule.
Thank you. If we haven't said it enough, seriously, thank you for subscribing to the tier that gives you this extra episode. And if you know a gnome child, Thank a gnome child.
Thank a
'Cause they
gnome
deserve-
child.
Thank a gnome child
Thank
too.
a gnome child. Oh my god.
Scotizo, I'm comfortable with B tier. It doesn't, if I was ranking this solo, like it doesn't provide anything too OP. I can't think of a single thing other than like a Slayer Helm recolor and a pet. It can give you the Onyx if you really are lucky.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, there's a jar which is insanely rare, the rarest in the game, and it's subsequently the most expensive, I think. But
Am I seriously getting PK'd in leagues? What?
oh no,
I gotta get below level 20. Why the fuck am I running over here? Oh my god. I'm getting PK'd in leagues by some. Oh my god, he's bad though.
I should be logged in to leagues. I should be logged in general, but I'm not. Are you comfortable with B?
Am I being multi PK'd in
Oh
leagues?
no, Oxie.
Hello?
You're not even sharing your screen. Thanks.
I'm
bro.
not sharing my screen. What the hell is happening? I just gotta get below level 20 wilderness. I'm gonna lose my Slayer helmet.
Run.
All right, we're below level 20. Fuck this guy.
Just die.
I mean, I don't care if I die or not. I'm below level 20. I'll keep my own tradables now. So fuck these kids. They're just doing this to be whatever, which, okay, cool. I guess
Hey,
I'm
they're
not
having
doing
fun.
Abyssal Demon. I mean, is it fun though? Because you don't actually get any loot from me, and I'm about to hop worlds. Sit the fuck down. Hi, this was Oxie Gets Distracted PKing because I just wanted to do an Abyssal Demon Slayer task in leagues. And Zerf tried to kill me. And so did YNG Dagrick. Dagger Dick?
Such a weird name.
Yeah, well, weird names for weird guys. I think they're Vennies who don't realize what world they're on. What are you gonna do?
Or they're having fun.
Again, is it fun? Because you splashed 7 binds on me in a row and missed both your Darok hits with low HP. So
That's what makes it fun.
I
It's
hope
like,
you guys had
this-
such a good time with that.
This could or could not happen. So
It's leagues. You should one bang me, and instead you didn't, like a fucking pleb. You deserve nothing. Hi, my name is Oxy, and I'm toxic when you try to PK me. But
the man loves the wilderness, but not.
I
getting
do love the
PK'd.
wilderness, and I like player killing in general, but being PK'd, it's always a battle. Mimic.
Boo.
Where are we putting Mimic?
Why did these flash? Just a second. I don't know. We're putting Mimic in. It's fun, but I struggle to
done
put it in anything. Yeah, I did it once for the music track. You don't get a ton of them when you're doing elite clues, and I don't do master clues because my account is master clue locked. I can't do anymore. I'll get to master clues on my group Ironman at some point, but not on my main account. But I've done one Mimic for the music track, and when I did that encounter, I don't know, I'd probably put it in like C tier, or like there's so many B tier that it just seems like this is the average, and not everything is the average. Because when I'm looking at these, I'm like, it's got an interesting idea. You can get mega rares better,
but it also sucks balls to obtain.
Yes.
Master clues take an hour. Elite clues, who actually does elite clues other than you? We just talked about this. The elite clues are terrible.
Yeah.
I think because this has arguably the worst way to obtain the Mimic. And I love glue scrolls. It's just so bad to get them. So I would like to put Mimic in C tier.
Okay.
I don't think it's a bad boss fight, but much like Olbor and Bryophyta, there's not much to it.
I'm just waiting for more F tier, but I don't think it's coming. I really don't. I think we've tapped out on the bosses that suck, unless we take a minute and we reconsider our past choices, and having seen the field of things, reconsider at the end, which we should do, because I don't know that looking at this from last month, if I would necessarily put Hunlif in an S tier, but that's on you.
I was gonna say that kind of lands us with no S tier bosses. That kind of makes us out to be people who hate.
No, I mean we have a ton of things left here.
Yeah.
So There's a ton of opportunities for.
All right,
these
let's
last
go.
10
Let's
to
go the
be
mid game.
FPS.
Mid game
All right,
bosses.
mid-game boys. That's about it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, there
those
we go.
three. Yeah.
Okay. Barrows rocks.
I was
And
just
I
saying, I
think-
fucking love Barrows.
Barrows to me is A tier,
Yep.
not because the actual content is A tier, but because one, it has survived in the game since whatever year it came out, like 2005 or 6.
2005.
Maybe not in RS3, because I really doubt anybody's really doing Barrows in RS3.
I mean, they added new stuff to Barrows. Like, there's more
Oh, okay.
brothers. There's the Rise of the Six. Like, there's
Ooh.
an archaeology thing, like a die for archaeology. Barrows is like a 32 mil item in it now.
Ooh. Okay,
So-
so it's survived over almost 20 years in the game as relevant content, and people still have fun doing it. It's a great introduction to bossing. So to me,
Mhm.
A tier.
Aye.
For nothing other than just nostalgia, and it's survived this long. So that could also be said for DKs, but maybe like they've been in the game a pretty long time. People do them, but I feel like people do them more of an obligation, not because they're like, oh man, I love killing DKs.
Yeah.
But it's like I have a DK's task and I feel like it's a waste if I don't do it here. Or I have a Dagonos task. I feel like it'd be a waste if I don't do DKs, and it's money. It used to be really good money, but things have changed.
I mean, it's not terrible money now. It's
Mhm.
not great money now, but it's not like the worst, you know? Like,
Mhm,
it's not terrible, but it's not that good.
It's not that good. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Well, all
But
right,
it's
all right.
not
Hold
bad.
on. It's much better money if you have the Elite Diary done.
Yes.
Noted Bones are financially a life changer at
Can-
Barrows, or not Barrows,
can confirm.
DKs. Yeah, it's real good. It's real good. I tell you
How
what.
much is one bone? Like 3 or 4K, maybe more. I haven't checked in a long time the price of a DK, but it's a lot because either you have the elites and you pick them up, or you don't have the Elite Diary and you pick up maybe 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't get picked up very often. Same with like Vorkath bones. Sometimes people pick them up, sometimes they don't. It just depends on the loot that you get. So those are like the 2 bones where it's hit or miss.
I think generally, I would leave behind. I would leave behind the Blue Dragon hide before I left behind the
bones.
before I left behind the bones. Yeah,
Oh.
but that's just me though.
So what is the comfortable ranking here? I think they could be in the median, but if we wanted to put them in C tier, it wouldn't bother me.
I think DKs at least deserve B tier. Like, you ever heard someone say like, I want to go, like, I fucking hate DKs, like they unironically don't like the content?
Yeah.
Who?
A Jamie?
Well, she's done several. She'll go is the thing. It's not like I hate it and I refuse to go.
Oh, like a refusal to go? No, not really.
Yeah, like DKs
But
are the most like a
she's
middle of the
reluctant.
line. I mean, it's a commitment is the thing. Like
Mhm.
solo tribrid DKs is just a lot going on. But like DKs with the boys, that's fun. You
Yeah.
know, DKs
Actually-
with I love taking learners to DKs. I don't like when learners die at DKs because then they have to have the longest run of shame in the game back to get their shit.
Or-
That is without a doubt the longest run of shame back to the chest.
Yeah. Or spend a buttload of money from Death's coffer to get it all back, but that
Mhm.
doesn't seem worth it. Only
Not
do
at
that
all.
if you know you can't make it back. Because there's sometimes where it's just like it is not feasible.
Or if you got that money, and you're
Or you got
just
money.
you're looking to just make it quick. You got
Yeah.
that money. Yeah, do
DK's
that.
was one of the first like bossing experiences I had coming back into this game.
Mhm.
It was DK's, Corp, and that's about it. DK's and Corp. Because those were things that I could go do with like Scape and you and people in TNL when I was trying to like relearn bossing or or get myself back into it. So it has a somewhat special place in my heart for this is really great content to do in a group It sucks as a solo. I tried to do it. I wasn't great. And it gets you prepared for gear switches, for overhead prayers, for timing, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I really like DKs. I really do.
Old Syracuse, the lady herself.
The woman.
Uh-huh.
what are your thoughts on Syracuse, Michael? I feel like you feel a lot more strongly about old Sriracha than I do.
I think that this could knock it down tiers for me, but like lazy game development just kind of, it's like the sour in the wound of they literally just used the Chinchompa body.
Oh my god, you're gonna
I don't know,
blame
I
him for reusing assets?
It's blatantly obvious. Like if they just made it less obvious, sure, but they took a Chinchompa body.
The Chompy,
painted it
not
red.
a Chinchompa.
Oh, sorry,
What
did
are
I
you
say Chinchompa?
doing? Yes, you said Chinchompa. You're flaming. You don't even know why you're flaming. What are you doing?
They took the Chompy bird, is what I meant to say. I'm sorry. We're not editing this. They took the Chompy and just painted it red and stuck some legs on there. And I don't know. When I look at it, that's all I see. If you hadn't told me that, like if somebody hadn't told me that, and I just went through life like unaware of this atrocity that they did, then I probably would say, yes, Syracuse is great. But it's going to knock it down A tier for me in my mind. So normally I would put it in B tier, but it would be knocked down to C tier. But then, Oxie, my senses kick in. And I think this boss is great for mid-tier people learning how to boss. And I put it back in B tier.
I was gonna say, you fucking love Syracuse. Like, don't even shit me because they had the audacity to reuse an asset somewhere.
It is lazy, and I'm not a fan of it. And
It
I
is
hope that they
time
stop doing
saving.
that.
Michael, look at the rest of the dungeon.
Oxie,
All brand new assets,
What?
new NPCs, new enemies. God forbid they put legs on a Chompy.
like, it's the main boss of that area. And they chose to reuse the asset for the main boss when, hey, maybe we didn't need so many cobwebs, or the zombies didn't have to be so animated, or the undead druids or whatever they are.
Need I remind you where Syracuse is located?
Orthos Dungeon.
Where is the Forthos dungeon?
Hosidius.
Okay, when before the 2007 backup was Hosidius added to the game?
It wasn't.
Oh, that's right. Everything on Zaya is brand new. I have no
Not
problem
the
with that
body
thing.
of Syracuse.
Oh my, I don't give a shit that they reuse the asset. Honest to God, I don't give a shit because everything on Zaya is brand spanking new.
What
I
if-
don't give a shit.
What if you're looking at Zuck and all you see is the head of a goblin just recolored, and that's all you can see? But this is supposed to be like top tier boss. It's got crazy mechanics, well designed, but then they just took the head of a goblin, flipped it upside down, and painted a different color, and that's the head that you see when you see this big bad boss. That's
Are
kind of the
you-
same thing.
Are you referring to the Inferno that reuses graphical cues and
Yes.
sound effects from the fight caves?
It doesn't matter. It's
And
the same.
reuses the exact same animations for some. Jad is exactly the same, just a little bit spicier looking.
Yeah.
And also literally it reuses the lava on the outside, the same kind of
Right.
rocks. So it
It's
reuses
in the
everything.
same area. There's no chompy birds in the Forthos dungeon that would explain why there's a body of a chompy bird as a giant spider.
I think you're trying to dig yourself a hole, but you keep hitting concrete and you just can't. Like,
I'm just trying to make you think of a different situation that would actually matter, because it doesn't matter that Syracuse has the body of a chompy bird. It really doesn't. The boss, it's still a fun encounter. It still can kick your butt.
I mean,
But just the fact that it's a chompy bird,
do I have to say it again?
bother.
Parasites at Nightmare are Vespula with Nightmare's head.
Yeah, that's another case where it's like this doesn't make sense.
The King Black Dragon is just a dragon with the
copied
heads
and
of
pasted
other
head.
dragons. on
Sure.
it.
And that makes sense, right?
Does it?
Thematically, a 3-headed dragon would have 3 dragon heads,
Bro,
right?
you're trying way too.
Imagine with me, you have KBD, but like 2 of the heads are the head of a goblin, just recolored.
What does it do with your head of the goblin?
It doesn't make sense.
I'm
It
about to
makes
blow your
sense that
freaking
they-
mind when I show
Yeah.
you what the RS3 KBD looks like. I think you're gonna cry when you see.
Let's do it. Show me. I want to see it.
RS3 KBD. Oh my god, it's got the head of a goblin.
Oh,
Yeah,
now we need a shirt with KBD, but it's just 3 goblin heads.
yeah, this would be beneficial to do this in Discord because somebody would have it made up like that. I'm just gonna send you the link to the wiki page. The heads don't even look identical anymore in RS3.
Why is it like that? I think I'm gonna put this on screen.
Because it was graphically updated.
Why is it like that? Look what they did to our boy. What did they do to our boy? I don't like that. No.
On this week's episode of Michael has never seen anything in RS3.
No, I don't like that.
You want
Why
to look
does
at
this guy
something?
look like he's the big bad boy and these are just his henchmen?
You want to look at something real crusty?
Oh.
Go back to the wiki.
Okay.
Type in Tiz Talk Jad.
Okay. Do I have to type in Tiz Talk?
Just whatever. Fight Caves, Jad, whatever it is.
Tiz Talk Jad, okay.
All right. Now do me one better, right?
Why?
Type DKS in the search bar.
Oh, I've seen the DKs, bro.
Mhm.
I've seen the DK. Is this really it?
That was Jad for a little while, yeah.
Why'd they make him a tentacle boy?
They're spikes, not tentacles.
Mm.
All right, now scroll up. Keep scrolling.
Bro.
Keep
What
scrolling.
is this?
That's
What is
Jad's.
that?
I can already tell you that's Jad's mage attack because he's standing up on his hind legs.
But why is he purple and black?
I don't know. What do you think? I work at Jagex?
Scroll up for what?
Go to the search bar
Okay.
and type Tizcal Zuck.
Tiz Cal Zuck. Hey, yo!
Click on a
that's
picture
what
of
I
him.
like.
Click on a picture of him. Look at these lazy fucking developers just taking
Hey,
assets from old
yo.
school. It might as well be the head of a goblin.
How does he have
Those
toes?
lazy fucking
I have-
devs.
I've never seen him with toes.
The
Why does
lazy
he not have
devs.
shoes on, dude?
He's completely ignoring the point because he.
Why does he have shoes on, bro? He doesn't have feet.
He
Where does
does.
he
I
stand?
just don't see them.
They're in lava.
They're
Anyway.
fucking...
That was a wonderful field trip down.
Sarachnis' beats here. Your opinions can sit. Sarachnis' beats here. Chompies and all, baby.
If they had a poll where they're like, should we update the Sarachnis model to have a unique look? I would vote yes, 100%. And I hope that you would too.
Spite voting, no. No,
I will get a job at Jagex. I will learn how to character model, and I will make a Sarachnis body that is unique for that boss, and then I'll quit.
okay.
Leave
Michael,
my legacy.
are you aware of what the Kraken boss is based after? Or what
No.
the Kraken boss is?
No.
Do you remember Swan Song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's also a Kraken,
exactly
right?
no, it's exactly the same model.
Right.
Swan Song came out in like 2006, 2007.
Okay.
Kraken came out in 2014.
Swan Song.
They
You
just
fight a Kraken.
yes,
Right?
No, it's a sea troll queen. It's not a Kraken. It's a sea troll queen.
A sea troll queen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fact check you. We're fact checking right now. Right, or making an army. The final battle. Oh, you fight with the wise old man. The sea troll general. Fighting the sea troll queen. Why is it a sea troll? That's a kraken.
See, it's crazy because basing it off of what came first, that's a sea troll queen.
Hey, but thematically, they both come in. They're both in the water. I've never once seen a chompy bird act like a spider. Thematically, it makes sense. If it makes sense, Oxy,
No,
it's fine.
no.
Listen,
I
it's in
mean,
B tier where it's
Sarachnis
gonna
is on the
stay.
ground. Chompies are on the ground. If that's the logic,
Do you
they're
think
both
that
on the ground.
Rance is gonna say, "Ooh, I'm gonna go kill Sarachnis with my brutal arrows"?
Rance
Because
would probably cream his fucking jeans to see a big chompy birdie that big with all that meat sees on it.
I think Rance would be on my side and be like, "That's an atrocity that should have never happened." He's like, "That's my chompy."
Rance
That's not a
lives among
spider.
Rance lives among wolves and eats whatever the hell he wants. Do you think a spider would scare him away? Oh my god.
Not scare him away? He would just be
eats
disgusted.
People. I don't think he would be
What?
disgusted. Yeah, isn't that like the whole point of the troll line is that they just like want to eat you but they don't? Well, that's the trolls, yeah, but the fucking
He's an
who are
ogre.
they? Ogres. Yeah, they still want to eat you, right? That's the
I know.
thing.
It's a bit racist.
Is it? Is it? All right,
Not
next
all
month we're
ogres are
foregoing.
cannibals.
We're foregoing. It's not cannibalism if they eat you, Michael. Different species.
Humanoid.
On next
humanoid.
month's episode, we're gonna walk through quests with Michael. It's gonna be a 12-hour episode because Michael's got to get a quest refresher in his brain.
I don't deserve the quest. Oh, you know what? They should come out yearly with a quiz that like a quest refresher quiz. Like you have to maintain your quest cape by answering questions, and if you don't, you can't have your quest cape for a whole another year.
I like
And
that.
you have to like study for this exam that
Bro, that'd be
gives
fucking
you-
hysterical.
it's like certification for your quest cape.
That'd be fucking sweet. Jagex, once again, free ideas all around, all across the board.
Listen, Oxy, I think Jagex has already left the building. They
No.
left as soon as I made a
No.
comment about Sarachnis.
No, they're here
Nobody-
typing an angry comment. They're sending an
Oh.
email. They're like, Michael, if you keep repeating yourself about the Sarachnis chompy, I'm going to stop
We're gonna
listening
stop
to
watching.
Xpwaste. That's a joke that literally nobody else but Michael gets. And it's a joke only from like 4 hours ago. Too.
Everybody, send an email to xpwastepod@gmail.com right now and tell Oxy to stop repeating himself.
Oh my
please.
God. Oh
Or you're
my
going to stop
God.
listening.
Oh
So he'll
my
finally get it.
God.
I'm going to
Oh
get the
my
KBD from RS3 tattooed on my butt because that's where it deserves to be.
Hey, yo, KB, yo, matching RS3 ass tattoos at RuneFest. Let's fucking go. We're gonna get so many tattoos at RuneFest.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna I have to pay like thousands of dollars for the ticket and then save up another $1,000 just for the tattoo money.
Yeah. I mean, just go where Scape goes, right? We'll probably get some for free there, right?
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
Scape could probably do it. Can he? Can you tattoo people, Scape? I feel like you can.
You know
I feel like
what?
You've told
If
me
you
that he has a tattoo gun.
if you can't, I trust you. Go ahead and give me a Tuss Talk Jad from RS3 ass tattoo,
Yes.
please.
If you have, that
I'll
many
even pay
tattoos,
you.
It's like you just have free experience. You don't even need to tattoo somebody. You just gain free experience.
Bro, I could get all the tattoos in the world and I still can't draw for shit. So don't know if
All
that's
right.
how that works.
Oxy,
Who's up next? I think it's time for the dungeon where there's a war going on.
I was gonna
with
ask
a bunch
you,
of gods.
Do you want to split these up into categories? We could do.
How could we possibly categorize God Wars Dungeon? They're already
glad
in
you-
5 categories.
I'm glad you asked.
Bandos, Zamorak, Saradomin, Armadillo, and Zaros.
I'm glad you asked. I would want to categorize
This
them
motherfucker's
in
going to say wings. If he says wings, I'm going to punch him in the face.
bosses with wings and bosses without wings.
All right, so General Gardor, and then the other 4, is that what I'm hearing?
Bosses with wings and bosses without wings.
Look
I
at
wouldn't
Nex.
call those wings.
Look at Nex a little bit closer.
Yeah, I don't think that's a wing.
Okay,
it
so we're putting
has
all 5 of the
legs.
God Wars dungeon bosses up there, right? There's no way. That's okay.
Starting with the wingless ones first. Next is B tier for me.
X has wings, but okay, yeah.
Okay, a duck or a chicken, they have wings, but they're flightless birds. Same thing. These are all flightless birds, except for armadillo.
I was gonna say,
maybe-
is Kriara a flightless bird? Because I'm pretty certain Kriara's whole thing is that you can't attack it with
fly.
melee because he flies.
Demon's wings are just purely cosmetic. maybe Zilliana, she might have functional wings because she's an angel, but like freaking Nex and
Actually, she's not an angel. She's an Icene.
a what?
An Icene. This is not a D's. This is
I've
not a
seen that
D's nuts
before.
joke. I swear to God, this is not a D's nuts joke. She's actually an Icene.
I've seen these nuts. Anyway,
I actually would be pretty funny though.
do you want to start with the easiest one to kill first?
Oh yeah, next, sure.
Okay, next.
It is not next. It is well, all right. In a mass world,
mass,
maybe. No, even
yeah.
then, you get. If we're gonna start with God Wars Dungeon, I think we have to do the classic of the classic, and put Mr. Garage Door up there.
Garage Door for me could be A tier, but I think there's certain things that limit this boss from maintaining that status, and I would like you to tell me what those are, Oxie.
The fact
Change
that
my
you-
mind.
Okay, I don't know what your argument is, but I'm going to imagine from a PVMer standpoint that because you can kill this boss in 8 seconds, it has a 90-second respawn timer or some crazy shit like that. And you
Balancing.
can stay there for literally 8 freaking hours without seeing a drop. I mean, that's frustrating about Pandos. What were you going to say, Michael?
I think it offers a great introduction to bossing. It gets your palms right sweaty when you've never killed it before. And it offers the best in slot melee armor before you upgrade it to Torva.
But
Oh, I was just wanting you to give me reasons why it is not A tier.
oh, I was gonna put Bandos in A tier too.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna say, I thought you were asking me for like what are the flaws I have with it, Oxy. I'm gonna quiz you. I thought you were trying to quiz me about like what I thought was bad about it. I'm like, I mean, it can get fucking boring when you go in max gear, but
Yeah. I think it like mechanics wise, it's not challenging if you do it a lot. I can remember in 2017, I had a friend that was like pretty well versed in PVM, and he's like, "Hey, let's go to God Wars Dungeon, dude." I was sweating my balls off, so scared.
Sweating ball.
I think I got like 1 or 2 KC and just dipped because it was like my hand was shaking. That's how much of a noob I was. Like not even 5 years ago.
That honestly though, that is that is how it be. Sometimes you're just shaking in your boots doing Bandos for the first time. The first time you tank God Wars is always an interesting experience too, because like it's just hard. So you know, whenever I take learners, I always make them tank one time, especially if they have a melee weapon. It makes me real happy to watch them tank and like try, because there's no way they can fuck up, right? Like
Right.
even the ones who are not super confident, if they start to panic, I'm like, all right, run to the other side of the room. I'll handle it from here. Like Gardor will chase you until it de-aggroes and switches to me. I love
Right.
tanking at Bandos. I think Bandos is great when there's money involved, but
Yeah.
again, 8 hours with no drops, it's exhausting. I think that's one of Gerardor's only holdbacks, is that Gerardor can be exhausting in a team of 3 or more high-level PVMers, because there's such a long wait time. And this is one thing I think RS3 does really well, is they have like different modes for bosses, kind of how like Tob has a hard mode, only it's just like, I don't know the exact mechanics, but I know a big facet of it is the respawn timer's a lot quicker. So like DKs on RS3, there's 3 different modes or 2 different modes, and one of the modes, instead of respawning in 90 seconds, all the kings respawn in like, that's not General Guard, or that's Bandos.
Oh,
Like you're
Okay.
looking at the god himself, Bandos.
Gotcha.
RS3, all the gods have returned to the plane of Gielinor. So you're actually like, if you look at Grardor, he looks a little bit different, but not as bad, you know? It's still pretty in line with what Grardor looks like in OSRS, you know?
Yeah. Okay. He looks more, I guess, more
Uragi.
thematic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, it's not too bad.
They took they took what made him look like an actual orc
He's not an orc.
away.
He's an
He
Urag.
looks like an orc.
Yeah.
I guess
But
that's
once
why
again,
they took him away. Took that away.
Actually, he's
So yeah, I would agree. A tier for me. I would. Okay, this might be a controversial statement, but I would also put Zilliana in A tier. The money can be quite nice, and the mechanics of this boss are not hard to learn. You can stay there for a long time, so you're not wasting time trying to like only get a couple kills and dip. It could go in B tier, but I think the Armadyl crossbow, the Sarah Doman God sword, the drops are just nice.
You see,
And like I said,
Michael, Michael, you're arguing in the wrong direction, right? I would put Commander Zilliana in the S tier.
Oh, in the S tier.
I fucking love Zilly. I don't go on them very often because, again, much like Grardor, and it's a fault of like all God Wars at this point, and at this stage of my account, where if I'm there with like high level people, if I'm in with like more than a duo, you're just there forever. And like that can be fun, Zilly with the boys for 4 hours is a good time. Zilly is one of, if not the only boss I can solo in God Wars Dungeon as of right now. I have not really had experience soloing Grardor or Zami. I would like to learn. I think it's I've heard it referred to as 27 tick, but I know other people call it like 5-1 or 6-1 at Krill. I think that would be really fun to learn once I have a T-Bow or Bofa. Well, I have Bofa, but once I get around to that for combat achievements, that would be fun. I've soloed Kree a couple of times. It's okay. I really like Zilly solo. I think she's a lot of fun. Now with private instances from combat achievements, it's that much more accessible. I don't have to play World Hop Simulator.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Remember when I said I really like KBD, and we put him in B tier?
I'm content to put Zilly. I'm content to put Zilly in A tier.
Okay,
provided. Because you've had nothing but praise for Zilliana. So what stops her from being an S tier?
Just because you love it. That's the only reason. I think you're blurry again.
Oh my god. I don't know why it's not focusing on me today.
We just need to buy you a new camera.
I don't think that's the solution. I think we just need better lighting.
I think that's the better camera. Oh, okay. Better lighting. Yeah, we can do that.
Probably better lighting. Yeah, it's probably significantly cheaper if we bought me like a light as opposed to like a fancy ass camera. But
okay, so the 2 times that you're like, I really like this boss, I like doing it, you're like, put it in the S tier. That don't make S tier, baby.
I think I provided sufficient reasoning for why Gauntlet should be S tier.
Okay, yes. I don't argue that Gauntlet is amazing content that can stand on its own as some of the best and most fun things in this game. But KBD is the original, baby. And we argued this last time, but like it could be an S tier as well just because.
I'll put Zilliana in A tier only because I felt like I was kind of mean to you because I thought your argument for why it should be S tier is stupid. You provided me a bunch of reasons as to why Zilly should be S tier, and then I added to it stating that I enjoy the boss. It's a lot of fun with other people. It's one of, in my opinion, the most fun to solo. Having some experience with solo God Wars. I think 2 of the 5 I have solo experience with. I've provided reasons why I think it should be S tier. I've heard minimal counterpoints as to why it shouldn't, but because I felt like I was mean to you with KBD, and I don't change my mind, by the way, KBD is still boring fucking B tier content. I will allow Zilly in the A tier for this.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Two out of the three are in the tier I want them to be in already. Of the three remaining bosses, I'm gonna let you guess which one you think.
There's no shot you're putting Zammy in the F tier.
100%.
There is no shot you're putting Krill Tootsie Roll in the F tier.
100%.
I refuse to believe that.
100%.
You
Krill
better give
can
me some
suck
firm
my
ass
balls,
reasons
dude.
other than he clapped my ass cheeks the first time I went to
It's
tank.
not even fun content. And for what? A spear? Your best in slot drop? Your best and most expensive drop is a spear? Woo!
All right, Michael. I'm going to tell you the exact same thing I tell learners with literally no PVM experience, right?
Wow.
Krill is exactly the same as Bandos, but
Can
just
you make
a
a
different
caveat
color.
for me, please? Because that was kind of rude.
My point is, it's the same as Bandos.
But a different color? Excuse me?
It's the same thing as Bandos, but a different color. That was a little shitty. I'm sorry, but it's the same thing as Bandos.
I can tank Bandos just fine. I tried to tank Krill. It didn't work out very great.
Sometimes that's just how it be at God Wars. I've tanked hundreds of Bandos kills, right? Sometimes Bandos and its minions stack you out for 78 damage for no reason, right? They just do that. Krill can hit you a 50 through prayer. You gotta have high HP. You can't camp low hit points.
Yeah, but like you just said, you can stay at Bandos for 8 hours without leaving. But you get like 3 Krill KC and you're done.
Not true. Krill drops sharks, potatoes. Sharks, monkfish. Is it sharks and monkfish or sharks and potatoes? It's sharks and super restores. Why, Camera? Get your shit together. The only thing I think Bandos has over it is, oh no, Krill drops super attack and super strength. You can fucking stay at Krill forever.
But if you go your entire RuneScape career and never kill Krill, is your account any worse off? Probably not. I mean, you don't have diaries, so you got to go there one time. But like, you can go to Bandos and get some pretty good money. And what are you going to get at Krill? A Staff of the Dead?
A Zammy Spear and a duo was like 7 mil. How much? Staff of the Dead is not 2 mil.
Not great.
Yeah, okay. Staff of the
Dead
is 5.5.
5.5, okay.
Zamaraki and Spear's 12.
But how rare are they?
Zammy Spears, it's one of the most common items from Gondbors.
Okay. Okay,
OSRS,
so whatever tier
they
you
actually
were gonna
had
put it in.
to modify the Zammy drop table because the boss was so not worth going to. It's 1 in 127 from Krill.
127?
Yeah, 1 in 127. Godwars Dungeon has a bit of a weird loot table. So the Steam Battle Staff, it's like that for a lot of the other bosses as well. So let's even look up like BCP or whatever, Bandos Chestplate.
It's 527.
It's 1 in 381. Let's take 381 divided by 3. Yeah, 381 divided by 3 is 127. All God Wars Dungeon has a weird table with that.
Looks sick, dude. Okay, RS3 did him good. Holy smokes, he looks sick. I was gonna say this earlier, but Commander Zilliana still hot in RS3. Anyway,
the too much facial details. I don't know.
You don't like her looking you in the eye?
I don't like the fact that she kind of looks like a kid.
No, she
also
doesn't.
I heard yeah. Also, apparently, according to my friends who play RS3, she has a lot of very stereotypical damage noises. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Never mind. Okay, so whatever tier you're going to put Krill in, we're putting it one lower because
I didn't even have anything in mind for Krill. Are you just spite lowering what I want because you're salty about KVD and Krill?
No. It's not about KVD anymore. That was last episode. We're on a new episode This is 100% about Krill, and the fact that I think it's stupid. The same as Armadillo. Armadillo is a stupid boss. It drops good items, yes, but like
Armadillo doesn't have a drop table. Change my fucking mind. Armadillo does not actually drop uniques. I've never once seen a fucking unique from Armadillo. I've been present for hundreds of kills. I have, I think, 150 something myself. Been present for probably 500 total in my day. Literally have never seen an item from Armadillo. I am convinced Armadillo is bugged on my account and does not drop any fucking thing.
You didn't talk to the right NPC. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
But
okay. I never really had an opinion about Krill beforehand. It's fun enough. It's good to go in a group. It's one of the only bosses that you can consistently get as a Slayer task from pretty much every Slayer boss or Slayer master. AVNCs, yeah, but you have to unlock AVNCs. And then next, Bandos and Zilly can be boss tasks, I think. But I don't like. There's like greater demons are always Krill, you know.
Yeah.
So it's accessible through Slayer. On task, Krill is a joke. Arclight makes Krill incredibly easy to kill. You're gonna stick Krill in fucking B tier with Obor and the Broken Wilderness bosses. Now I'm gonna let you place Krill. I'm gonna let you place it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Didn't you just put him in? Weren't you about to put him in F tier? No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll take Krill as an S tier boss.
C tier.
Wow.
Is that okay for you?
I really didn't have any sort of opinion of where I wanted to put Krill to begin with. I don't really give a shit that much kind of level with you. But that's awful cold that you don't like Krill because you died tanking one time.
It's just a stupid boss. I don't know. This is what this is all about, right? This is our opinion. It's a stupid boss. And then Armadillo can just go and be the next one that we do. There we go.
I don't even have the energy to argue why Armadillo should be C tier. I had a vendetta against Kriara that it's one of the worst fucking bosses in the game.
All right, we gotta look up Kriara now.
And you're not ready for RS3 Kriara, let me tell you.
Why?
Because they updated the game, Michael.
Why does he have like razor blades for wings?
It's armor.
Oh, I guess so.
Oh
Why
God.
did they just need to give them armor? Like I know they're like war
They're
chiefs. Does he have armor right now?
In a
though?
war, yeah, Michael. What do you think all that shit on his body is?
I don't know. I just thought that was like his body.
No, that's armor.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I've heard nothing but complaints about Kriara. No drop table. Have to use chins. Terrible mechanics. So I think D tier is probably best.
Okay, terrible mechanics. Listeners, Kriara doesn't have mechanics. It just beats the fuck out of you. Most of God War's Dungeon doesn't have mechanics. There are, yes. I don't want to sound ignorant. I've done God Wars before. I know Zami has a prayer draining magic attack. I know Grador has a range attack that attacks everyone. You know, I know Kriara will hit you if you're not like melee you for like a 60. Zilly has her fucking magic and her fucking melee attack. I think Zilly has like a super fast attack speed too, like 3 ticks or something like that. It's gross. But as far as executing the mechanics, it's not like Chambers of Eric Theater of Blood level mechanically difficult, you know.
Easy.
So I get it. They're simple bosses, right? I have a hard time putting Kriara in the D tier just because it's one of those I hate it until I'm forced to do it, and then it's much nicer in a duo. It's much nicer in a duo. I am not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of doing the boss solo. I've done it solo before. And that really is the issue, is just you just get slapped around like a redheaded stepchild when you go to kill Kriara. So why? Oh my God.
What?
I'm fine to keep it C tier because Lord knows you're gonna have a fucking aneurysm trying to put it in B tier.
C tier it is. All right, finally, the Nexus, the Nexillion, the Nexi baby. I'm gonna let you handle this one because I'm ranked.
You have 50 KC. You have 50 KC at Nex. Where's your opinions, right?
Okay. It's a cool boss, and I'm glad they added it. I think it's a joke in a mass. I think that the items come into the game way too quick. I think that they aren't as prestigious as they should be. I don't know. I would give it like, if there was an in between C and B, I would do it. So I can't really give it an actual ranking. Okay. It is probably one of the hardest bosses. Like, it's on par with like a nightmare group. Like, if you go in a 5-man nightmare,
Yeah.
it's probably it's like harder than that.
Mhm.
I've never done it in a group. I couldn't tell you how to do it in a group, but like, I know that it's challenging. Not in a mass though. In a mass, it's a joke. I went into Nex, the entire 50 KC. I think I died once with zero knowledge of how to do the boss. Like, within the first hour of actually it being like put into the game. So you could take a learner and just tell them, shoot boss, run around, and then they could do it in a mass world. So I don't know. B tier seems pretty fair for that one.
Again, Nex is one of those that like I'm super indifferent about. I think I have 300, 350 KC, something like that at Nex. It's okay. I don't. So here's my thing. I never killed Nex as a kid. So Nex is backported. So Nex is gonna look almost exactly the same.
Nope.
That's Nex Angel of Death. Look up Nex. It's effectively Fazani's hard mode or Fazani's nightmare.
Oh, wait. They have Nex?
Yes, Angel of Death came out in 2016.
Santa hat.
Yeah. Angel of Death, I think, was 2016, 2017. And then Nex was 2011. I did not do Nex.
This is Nex.
Yeah. So
It doesn't look anything like the boss
Oh, look.
that we got.
wings.
Wow.
So yeah.
Huh.
I don't have the nostalgia
This is
for
even
Nex.
2012. When did we get Nex? Interesting.
I
I
just don't think they put wings on for
I would've
practical
taken
graphical
this.
purposes.
Oh, in ours?
Yeah, like it
doesn't look
doesn't have
anything.
back wings. It has front wings, just not the big back wings, you know? It
Listen.
probably was graphical purposes. I don't know.
This looks nothing like what we were given. Tell me these are the same boss.
Man uses blender one time. And it's just flaming the fuck out of poor Jag.
Where's the tusks? There's no like front tusks. This looks like a bird. I mean, that kind of looks like a bird, but
I think Nex is supposed to be a bird.
where's the
species.
armor, Oxy? It's a general, right?
What is up your ass, Michael? Because I said you were bad at Krill? What?
Yeah. Yeah, you call me bad at PVM.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm going to have a field day with these next two.
Oh.
I'm going to have an absolute fucking
just
field day with
Walk
these
out
next
of the room
two.
and let you rank your experiences in these.
One is F, one is S. Give you three guesses what they are.
Oh.
All right, no. So for Nex, I'm again Nex and Krill, super indifferent about their placement. I'm salty that you wanted Krill in F tier, because you got killed one time. I don't have the nostalgia driving me for Nex. The only experience I have with Nex is probably that like first 2 weeks it came out. We did a mass with TNL. That was fun. I think Nex in a mass is a good time, especially when you can hold the private instance with CAs. That's a good time because you don't have to worry about getting crashed. Like people, it's only the boys in that room. And Nex can be fun when like people leave or die and it comes down to the wire and it's like a 3v1 on soul split phase and you gotta like see if you could do it. Nex can be enjoyable. Would I grind Nex to infinity? I genuinely don't know. I have seen a unique. Yeah, I think Young Mac got the hilt when we all went.
Yeah.
So I have seen a unique while at
Oxy,
Nex, which is nice.
I don't think you were there. Don't lie to the people.
I
You
died at the
died.
very end. I died at the
Yeah.
very end of that kill.
It definitely didn't pop up in your chat box.
It also definitely wouldn't have happened if I wasn't the only one who had the combat achievements to open up the instance. So once again, sit. I lied. Mima had him too. But I paid the fee. So
Anyway, are we
Yeah,
putting
once
in B
again.
tier and walking away?
I don't care. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun, engaging. Oh, I got a Guffin's War Spear. Nice.
Here's a fun thing we can do after this. When we're done, we each get one free move, and the other one can't say anything. Because is there anything on this list where you're like, yeah, I can't stand for that, but I'll give it to you? Because effectively, we could flip a coin. If I go first, I'm putting KBD in S tier. If you go second, you bring in KBD back down, and that's your one move.
I mean, that's kind of fucking toxic. I don't know. I don't know if I would. God damn. You call him bad at PVM one time. Go log into your main account and type !krill for me, Michael. See what pops up.
It's 6.
Okay, I rest my case.
It's only 6 because I don't want to do it because it's an F tier boss. I could have 600
God, bro.
if it was an
Okay.
A tier boss.
You just
Change
want an
my
excuse to put KBD in the S tier or
Yes.
Krill in the F tier?
No.
All right, we're not even done with the list yet because we got to get to the spiciest of all the spicy content here.
Save the best for last.
Well, best is a strong word for one of these bosses.
Do you want me to guess which one is your F tier?
Okay, it's not actually F tier, right?
This spicy lady here. You don't like her?
Oh, you are sorely mistaken. Chambers of Zarek is not F tier content. No, Chambers.
No, I'm saying Tob is F tier. Is it backwards?
That's not what I suggested for the F tier, Michael.
Oh, you want Chambers in
I was gonna
F
say
tier?
once again, someone who does not PVM with me very much.
I'm so
With me,
feel like I don't even
I
know
said
you anymore.
specifically. All right, here's the deal. White Light Simulator makes me want to throw myself off a bridge.
Mhm.
Chambers is so long and so not rewarding in groups because it's just it's never purple, literally never lucky. This is the whiniest excuse of why I don't like Chambers.
Uh-huh.
But truly, if you've done it a lot of Chambers, you know, like its purples are so fucking hard to come by. And raids, even unless you're like sweating your dick off to go like fast, you're still only pulling like maybe 20-minute raids, 25-minute raids, you know, if you got a decent enough team.
Mhm.
Chambers has the potential to be a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
Mod raid, best raid. You know, filling the chest with vials of water, that's a good time. I have actually I've got some TikTok ideas for like raiding with the squad, you know, fucking it's Mage Set Boys. He has no idea what that means. You know, like that is fun. The counterpoint is Chambers can also be a miserably sweaty experience. Like depending on the mood you're in, who you're going with, whether or not you're trying for combat achievements, and whether or not you really want a purple. I think that's another big factor of it. If you're really trying to get a unique from Chambers, Chambers sucks. Because, again, much like Kriara, not a lot of purples exist from Chambers. I've seen more uniques from Chambers than I have Kriara, funny enough. I don't know. Something about Chambers, it's one of those things where it's really frustrating. I think we talked about it in main title content before. Not Chambers specifically, but the concept of time consuming and challenging and not as rewarding as you want it to be or it needs to be, right?
Right.
Chambers originally kind of operated off the God Wars dungeon model, which is unless you get a unique, you get literal garbage. Right. Let's look at Kriara, for example, where Kriara drops feathers, mind runes, a black dragonhide body, holy fucking shit, dragonstone bolt tips, and then collectively 80 mil worth of range gear. right? Like that's a big difference in the loot table, right? Chambers is Eric. When you get fucking saltpeter and pure essence on your first raid of the day and you got 26,000 points, you just don't want to go back, right? Like you don't want to go back. A deathless raid, you get 60k, you get lizard man fangs, you get fucking it just doesn't feel worth it. You know, it doesn't feel worth the effort.
Yeah.
That said, in addition to being a lot of fun with like people who like to make Chambers fun, Chambers is rewarding to teach, because Chambers is the first experience where like, no, you're actually PVMing now, motherfucker. Like, you're not just standing there while I tank Bandos. You're not standing there in the middle when I'm telling you to switch prayers at DKs. You're not standing there while I tank KBD.
Right.
You're actually doing shit in Chambers. It's a very dynamic experience for learners. I think it's a lot of fun to teach. It's very rewarding. Like we said, the fucking we flamed TMD for the TED Talks. It takes about 25 minutes to explain Ulm before the fight.
And it takes about 25 minutes to kill Ulm.
Depending on who you're with and what they have, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're with like the right people though, you got a 3-man with the boys, casual. It's really nice to like go through the first phase, like not even have, or go through to the third phase and not have all your full spec back. That's how I know we're going at a pretty nice pace with the boys. If I don't have 2 specs at the start of P3, we're looking good. But Chambers is rewarding to teach. It's an achievement diary. There's lots of combat achievements associated with it. I also dread the idea of doing solo Chambers. I don't love doing the content. I don't know. I will put Chambers in probably a very divisive B tier for content. Putting Chambers and Zulrah in B tier, I'm surprised has not gotten me more shit from the patrons. I'm surprised that putting Zulrah in B tier, but putting cranberry sauce in the F tier, I got less shit for Zulrah than I did the cranberry sauce. You know?
Cranberry sauce?
Yeah, from the Thanksgiving tier list.
Oh.
When people wanted to like fight me to the death for the Thanksgiving sides, and I'm like, dude, Zulrah is like just okay, and people are like, yeah, Zulrah's just okay.
Okay.
I'm interested to see what happens with Chambers. If I get cranberry sauced again, or if people are like, yeah, no, we'll fucking take it, I guess.
So I'm gonna argue and not agree to put Chambers in B tier, because just because your account doesn't have good RNG doesn't make it less of a good experience and a possibly life-changing drop for a lot of people. The Twisted Botillion makes you billions in this game, potentially if you get it solo or if you get it in a free-for-all. And it is the #1 greatest weapon that you can own in this game for lots of content, and it comes from Chambers. So to say that just because it sometimes is sucky with the drops and the white lights, it doesn't make it a B tier. I think it's A tier. It's great content that was a lot of development was put into. It's not a port from RS3. It's original content and it's challenging. A lot of people make Chambers their like end goal in PVM. Like, it's a status symbol to say, I've started doing Chambers. Okay, you're out of the mid game. So I think it's A tier.
I understand that. I remember my first Chambers. I died 15 times. I finished with 1,200 points. And the raid took us 2 hours.
Whoa.
Because one of our old friends with a very interesting account build had to explain everything to us and then be like, all right, so this is what you have to melee, was the summation of what we had to do.
Yeah.
It was a very long raid. It was so funny because the next raid we took another one of our friends, Immortal, who's like I said, chop the tree, click the boss. Like, it's not that fucking hard. And we burned through that raid in probably like 40 minutes. I know that raids is Chambers is a rewarding experience. It's rewarding to teach. It's good to learn. It's hype shit when you don't die. Your first deathless Chambers, that's good shit, right? I get it.
I think
Consistent
your
Chambers
brain,
of
though,
Zarek. Consistent Chambers of Zarek. It's not it. I don't know. It's for me, it's not it.
it's not
I don't know.
grindable content for sure because it's very
Oh,
boring.
Well, you can
But,
grind
like,
it. That's for sure.
No, I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's not fun to grind. Nobody's like, man, I did 10 raids today. I'm just having the best time I can in this game. It's like, oh yeah, I did 10 raids. Bleh. But like, I think where you're going with this is you want Tob in A tier, and you can't justify putting Tob and Chambers in the same tier.
No, I was going to put Theater of Blood in S tier. Theater of Blood is unironically some of the most fun content in the game. And I will be the first to say that Theater of Blood has made me want to smash my keyboard, which is not something that actually happens. Learning Theater of Blood was a horrible experience. Planking at Theater of Blood, I will put a picture of my board of shame from the main game up there right now. All those attempts ended in planks. I swear to God. All those attempts ended in planks that you're looking at right now. I think I got like, what, 41 KC? Yeah. Other than the 41 successes, mostly deaths to P2 and P3 Verzik. Theater of Blood is infuriating, but holy fucking shit. The adrenaline and the fun and those little moments of like, ooh, okay, damn. Theater of Blood is the higher level, like, oh, I'm learning how to PVM like it is in Chambers of Zarek. I'm learning how to Zarpus walk right now, where you just attack Zarpus with melee, you have to move in a certain pattern. It's easy once you get it down, but I'm not very good at it, right? Learning how to tank Verzik is one hell of a ride. Oh boy, that's something. Your first Niloka's room, the music is going off. There's crabs coming in every fucking direction. Successfully landing all your freezes at Maiden. Stayer bitching at Bloat, and you actually survive. Like, I don't know. Learning how to eat the ball at Soda Stag. Like, this Theater of Blood is so much fun. Tob is very frustrating. But I think what separates it from Chambers is the individual elements that make up TOB as a raid are all fun on their own. If you told me, hey, we're just going to do Vasa, that's it. No Ulm, no other rooms. We're just going to find Vasa, start raids, and leave. I would not do that with you. I would not do Ice Demon. I would not do Crabs. I don't... A lot of what builds up to Ulm isn't that fun, in my opinion. Ulm is a lot of fun. I think Theater of Blood is very well designed, very challenging, and very rewarding. I also think since they added story mode...
rewarding, though? Do you see purples as often?
Yes.
Do you see...
Michael, I have a third as many Theater of Blood KC as I do Chambers, and I have twice as many unique seen.
I mean,
a deathless 4-man Theater of Blood is like a 1 in 9 drop rate. I mean, and also you get like consistently like 600 to 1 million GP chests, 600k to 1 million GP. Chambers literally saltpeter, pure essence, eat a dick. Like it's so frustrating, right? I'm not trying to discount that Chambers is a great learning experience. I'm not trying to discount that Chambers is bad content. Having done it a lot,
yeah, I think you're just over it, and I think your mind is clouded. I really do, because I've never done Theater of Blood, but I wouldn't call it the most fun content in the game. And I've done a lot of Chambers. I've done like at least 40.
Would you call Chambers the most fun content in the game?
No, but I'm not putting it in S tier because I think it's the most fun. There's a lot of other things in this game that I think is more fun than Theater of Blood. And I've done one.
I was gonna say, mode. With of course the caveat of
I haven't done it a ton, but
I have
watched
6 KC story mode and I have 1 KC normal.
I've watched it enough to understand the mechanics and to understand what's going on. But I wouldn't call it S tier. I think both raids are A tier. I really do. I argue putting any of these in S tier because I don't think that an S tier boss truly exists in RuneScape.
I firmly disagree. But
But I
for the
think
sake of not being a dick, I'll put both of them in A tier.
I don't know. You can be a dick to me all you want. I don't care.
But I don't want to be is the thing. I don't want to be like, hey, remember that time you have 1 KC and 4 years of release of Theater of Blood? Cool. S tier. I don't want to do that, right?
But-
like, that's not fun for me. I'm content to put both raids in the A tier because it's a happy medium. I have 3 times as many chambers KC as you do. I have almost 50 times the top KC you do. I've got the experience to back up what I'm saying.
Right.
But
I
I'm
think-
content to put them both in the A tier so I don't look like an asshole, because I looked like an asshole in the last episode when I sat you down for KVD, right? I don't want to do that again because I listened to it while I was editing. I'm like, yeah, actually, that was a little fucking harsh.
Aw.
So A tier for both is fine. A tier for both raids is fine. XP wasters, sound off in Discord where you would have put all of these things, right?
All of them?
All
With
of
your own
them.
board?
Fuck it, dude. Yeah, dude, here's the link. Fucking send us a screenshot. Where would you put these bosses? Give us explanations specifically why KBD should be S tier, or why Gauntlet should be B tier, or
I
why
tried to give you
Chambers should be F
explanations
tier.
Why KBD should be S
It's
tier?
old. Is not an S tier argument, but okay.
I just want to point out that almost the entire time you were talking about Theater of Blood, I was just so distracted how Nexus body and Zulra's body have
All right,
lined up
so-
to make the monster from hell.
All right. So you mean to tell me that I gave valid reasons why, and you weren't even paying?
I was.
It does look like the monster from hell on that screen.
And I
I'm not
definitely
gonna
want to
lie.
try other bosses to see if they also line up as good as Nex.
Oh my god! I thought you want to say you want to try other bosses to see how they're gonna like line up in the list. I'm like, bro, 2 years from now, when you're a fucking Tob fiend, you're gonna fucking hate
just
this
not as
episode so
good.
much.
It's just not as good as Nex. No. Nex and Zulra could make the monster from hell. Imagine in game, underneath the water, it's not Zulra's body. It's just Nex without a head.
The God Wars dungeon and Zulra are actually lined on top of each other. And that's why Zulra rotates, because Nex moves around the room. Or maybe that's why Nex moves around the room, because Zulra rotates. Who knows?
Oh! Found it. We found it.
I think Nex is better, because I think Vedion's just off a little too much.
Was Vedion in DT? It was.
Yes, Vedion is a D tier boss.
Okay.
Once again, having the receipts for the wilderness bosses, D tier all the way.
Would we change anything? Okay, opinions aside, I want to take our opinions out of this and look at this in a purely logical and strategical way. And I want to think, are there any that we put our emotions too heavily to influence this decision?
This is Michael's subtle way of saying take Gauntlet out of the S tier.
I'm gonna. No, yes, a Gauntlet should not be. I already told you. I don't think any boss in RuneScape in this current moment is S tier, and that caveat. That may just be my experience. Gauntlet is a lot of fun.
So what defines an S tier boss for you, Michael?
It's like when you think about, okay, this is the number one boss. This is the top tier, best of the best. Like S tier is not something that you just casually.
So that's a
hand
definition. That's a definition of S tier.
Out. Yeah.
What does S tier look like in RuneScape? What is the drop? What is the mechanic? What is the requirement? Yes, you told me a definition of what an S tier boss is to you, but
I'm saying
the best of the best is subjective, right?
I don't think that any boss in RuneScape is S tier quality when we have Hydra, Zuck, like these are all A tier, right? We're looking at these as this is one tier of awesomeness, of cool, of great, this is one tier below. Like if AT is your ceiling, what exceeds expectations of this tier? And is it Gauntlet? Because I would put Gauntlet on the same tier as all of these, but
I mean, conversely, I would move at least 2 or 3 of these up.
okay, let's talk about that.
But
What else would you put in the S tier? Purely removing emotional ties. We already talked about TOB. What else?
Also Commander Zilliana. Also, but again, we just talked about that. I don't know what I argued for Vorkath last time, but I'll put Vorkath. I would argue Vorkath for S tier as well. Vorkath is fun. Vorkath is money. Neither of us have Infernal Capes, so we really can't. I was gonna say neither of us have Infernal Capes, so we really can't judge truly the extent of Zuck.
Okay. In that case, then, okay, with those exceptions made, so let's put Vorkath, Zuck, Zilliana. So now we have a new.
Wait, Zuck or Theater of Blood?
You said Zuck, didn't you?
No, I said neither of us have Infernal Capes, so it's hard to judge that standing.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we have a new standard of what is great in RuneScape.
I mean,
now we can talk about where these would fall in terms of the different levels of greatness.
Before we even started this tangent, I was going to say if I could move any boss, I would probably put Zulrah in A.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the decisions we made.
Yeah.
This was before we did this whole random rebalancing thing. Zulrah in A. I mean, I think there's I don't know. You've thrown me off now completely because you were trying. There's no S tier bosses, but here's 4 times as many S tier bosses as are in the game.
There's no
that are all based strictly on my opinion because you've just said there's no S tier bosses.
But I asked you to give me an opinion without emotion.
I did the whole time.
No.
Yes, I said Theater of Blood. I said Theater of Blood makes me want to.
This.
I said Theater of Blood makes me want to quit the game, and yet. I still wanted an S tier. But
is it the greatest thing you can do in old school?
What? Okay, that's the most subject. You're talking about an MMO. You're trying to say what's the greatest thing you can do? What's the greatest achievement you can get? What's the most fun you can have? What's the biggest drop you can get? What's the most meaningful drop for your account? Because sometimes the most meaningful drop is completely worthless, right?
All of those things are factored into how we should be ranking these.
So you're saying
emotion?
make it subjective, but don't include emotions.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing right now. Is make it subjective, but don't talk about how you feel about the boss.
Did I just
Yup.
back myself into a corner that I can't get out of? Okay. Well, I don't know what to do then.
We could put the bosses where they were and leave it as it is.
Okay. That sounds great.
I was gonna say, or we can spend another 40 minutes that I definitely don't have trying to restructure all of this.
No, that's great. That's I love the way that we ranked that. You could just ignore the last 10 minutes of stupidness that I just tried to impose on you. This is fun.
This was fun.
This was great.
They're debatably the most toxic we've been towards each other in an episode ever.
And it's wonderful, though. They're getting to see a new side of us, Oxie. We can't agree. Okay, we can't agree all the time, but we're disagreeing in a fun way, and I think this was...
it's a fun disagreement.
I'm not mad at you. I freaking love
you
your
and
face.
your KBD.
Okay, you said that. I'm out of here. Screw you, Oxie. KBD's an S tier.
Love you too, Michael. You better fucking move that KBD,
I get one.
Boy.
Okay, I don't know what I said last episode because I've slept since then. But if we were honestly restructuring this and taking emotion out of it, KBD would probably be in D tier, realistically. But if we're adding our emotions and our our own little wants and needs, then KBD is going in the B tier. It's in the name, KBD. D is last. B comes for D, so then alphabetically it should be in B tier.
Then not Tess. S tier boss, baby. Let's go. Easy. Fucking easy, baby.
In D tier. Why do we do that?
What?
Venenatis is in D. Venenatis. Okay.
Do I need to go on my rant again that Venenatis
No.
is broken and bad content?
Point this out. Ready? Your least favorite boss is sitting next to your favorite boss.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. How did we get there?
Because that's called ranking bosses based on mechanics and not necessarily emotions. You better put that deranged archaeologist back in F tier where he belongs.
All right, boys and girls and humans. I think Oxie has to go.
I do have to
some
go.
things to do.
I started my car. We're fucking.
You started
ready.
your car? Wow.
Yeah, dude. I got the little fucking doot.
That's
Doot.
cool. Oh,
I
because
can
it's
start
cold
my car.
where you are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a balmy. Oh, it says snowing now. It's a balmy. Let's see. It's nice and crispy picnic weather. Oh, actually, it's only 22. That's not too bad.
I'm gonna show you this.
That's disturbing. That it's
Very
35 in Texas.
Very much disturbing.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 34 or 33 in the next 32. Oh, by 9 p.m. Oxy, holy smokes, dude. Look, by 7 a.m. in the morning.
What does that mean?
27 degrees.
Crusty.
Tomorrow
I don't
morning.
even want to fucking know what it's going to be in Michigan then.
Oof.
The lower
Ah.
half of my state is getting absolutely fucked. It's like literally been snowing there all day, so hopefully it's not too bad. This episode is probably going to premiere sometime in the last week of February when I have time to edit it whilst I'm on spring break. Also, the week this episode premieres, check out episode 50, which probably also premiered, which I also probably edited. And I hope you guys like that one quite a bit, which also should have a new commercial. I've been doing a lot of fucking editing this week. And this is me talking from the previous Oxy's perspective. Yeah, I'm looking into the future. Oxy's done a lot of fucking editing this week. That's for sure.
And
but
we stan Oxy for editing.
beauty of spring break, baby.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna get
know.
up and give you a round of applause.
Yeah, that's right, because I'm fucking awesome. I know. All right, with that, Xpwasters, thank you so much for subscribing to the Patreon at whichever tier you have listened to this to. You are fantastic. I'm not going to say keep us going because that makes us seem fucking sleazy and emotionless, but we appreciate your support. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And honest to God, I would like to see some of your guys' tier ranks.
Please.
So we will chuck the link in the description. We'll post it. We'll post it probably to our social media when this episode comes out as well as a picture of this. We'll just no context and a link. See if anyone gets it because we love that. No context pictures on our Twitter. It's kind of our thing. So, all right.
We're gonna
Michael,
get
you got
so
anything
much-
else for
We're gonna
the
get so much hate for this list.
dude? If we put this list on Twitter, we're gonna get the fucking shit beat out of us.
We are we're
gonna get
no
the
explanation.
fucking shit beat out of us because there's literally no explanation as to why some of these bosses are ranked the way they are. And honestly, it doesn't even say what they are. Like we're ranking the bosses. This could be like how fuckable is each boss in old school RuneScape. There's literally no context. First Couture still S tier, by the way. Michael, you got anything else for us before we go?
No, I think you said it. But yeah, thanks guys. We love you. Appreciate all the support. And we'll see you guys for a very, very fun episode in March. Please get hyped. And you don't even know what it is. But I do. And you're gonna love it.
I do too. We had to do a lot of preparing for it last night.
Should I give him a little teaser hint?
We're recording it tomorrow. Hold on. I have a teaser hint for you. Tease his dick. No, that's so fucking weird. Michael, where'd it go? Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to fucking find that. My cat probably fucking stole it. I got a teaser for you guys. Are you ready?
I think we're gonna show the same thing, right?
Probably. Okay, you guys ready for this fucking teaser?
There it is.
They're everywhere now. They're everywhere. I gotta pick these up before I go. All right.
All right.
XP Wasters, that's all we got for you. See you guys in March. Bye, everyone.
Do do do
do, 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 do.